Hey everyone, my name is Jax. Welcome to my channel. The first exercise and the first set of workouts that we're gonna do is specifically gonna be for not just athletes, but anyone that uses their shoulders a lot. I'm thinking specifically swimmers, as I was a swimmer and I had to stop due to a shoulder injury. Lots of the time we overdevelop our front muscles, even if it's from something such as slouching, or if we're putting a lot of pressure or impact on our shoulders by throwing things. As a hairdresser, you're holding equipment up a lot. So we don't realize how much damage and how much pressure we are actually putting on our rotator cuff, our shoulder joint. So just doing a simple workout like this or exercise twice a week, or building up to in the mornings, it'll take you 5 minutes and it'll really help you find more openness and flexibility in your shoulders. We're all going to be at different levels. If you can't follow along, there are modifications. There is always somewhere to work towards. So enjoy and let me know what you think. So come into a nice seated position, anything that's comfortable for you. Some people like to sit on their heels, some people like to cross their legs. It's all up to you. Get nice and relaxed on the mat, let your shoulders drop. Sometimes we have to consciously drop our shoulders because we don't realize that throughout the day we carry so much tension up here that we're hunched over a lot. So exhale, feel your shoulders release. On an inhale, bring both hands up to the ceiling. And exhale, keep your left hand in the air and fold over to the right. Feel your side body starting to open. With this stretch, try and keep your chest faced upwards instead of rolling down. It might be a little uncomfortable, but the more you do this, the more it will open your side body. Back to center. Inhale for the other side. And exhale, folding over towards the left. Even if you might feel a bit uncomfortable, one of the points of yoga is just to keep your breathing deep and even. It's breathing through the uncomfortable spots. And exhale back to center. Again, inhale, both hands up. Now catch your left wrist with your right hand and just use that to help find a bit of a deeper side stretch. This one's quite nice because you're actually activating your core as well, so getting a bit of an ab workout in there too. And the other side, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Use gravity to help you as well. And come to center. Now I have a block here to show some modifications. It's all finding where you are in the pose. We'll all have different levels of openness in our shoulder. So don't stress if you can't do some of the poses, you work up towards doing that. Okay, so come on all fours. We're just gonna cat and cow our spine a bit just to open that up, loosen it. So inhale, bring your belly towards the floor. And exhale, push it towards the ceiling, pushing everything away back from you. A few more times, do it on your own breath. Find movement in the pose. Find wherever maybe you're a bit tense. And exhale. Now press back into child's pose, but do a bit more of a puppy dog. So keep your bum in the air and start to open your shoulder joints. You'll probably feel a bit of a pinch here, but keep your breaths deep and even, and like we always say, just find comfort wherever you are. Maybe for today it's a bit too intense and you're only here. Maybe you're progressing and you need a block. So if you want to use a block, you put your hands on the block just after your elbows and drop down. Sit here for a couple breaths. Awesome job, guys. Come back onto all fours. And we're gonna press up into our first downward dog. With your downward dog, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, and that's gonna help you also open up your shoulders in a totally different way that puppy dog does. Always pushing the ground away from you. Back to your knees, and then back into puppy dog. Okay, now come to the tip of your mat, to the front. And this one especially for swimmers and for anyone that does a lot of forward rotation motion, this one will be nice just to open up the back of your shoulders. So you're just gonna bring your hands back and find where the little pinch is. Specifically for me, I like to go back a bit further, but it's all finding where you're at. And then again, let gravity ease you into the pose. This isn't particularly comfortable for anyone, trust me, but it does the job. Breathe through the stretch. Beautiful, come back up. Sitting at the front of the mat. And one of my least favorites. Okay, so you're gonna bring your right arm up between your shoulder blades. This one's gonna open up your triceps and the side of your shoulders, and you'll see the other side. Bring your left hand and face your palm away from you. So face it towards the back of the room. Keeping it facing backwards, bring it up behind you. Now some people like to use a towel, some people like to use a prop just to help them get a bit more of a stretch in this pose. I'll show you now. Or if flexibility permits it, grab hold of your shoulders. Make sure it's not too far out to the side. You want to really feel the tricep stretch. And exhale. We're going to do the opposite side. I'll just show you from the back so it's easier to follow along. Inhale, bring your hand up, and fingertips find the middle of the shoulder blades. Right hand faces the back of the room now. Bring it up to meet the left. Awesome job, guys. Your shoulders are now officially warmed up.